Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, guys. Today we're throwing it back to some old school student vlogs content and reacting to the best universities in the entire world for 2023. Now, this is a series that I used to do all the time. Since I've moved on to life with Dylan, I haven't been as active on the uni scene, but trust me, today I'm back with a bang. And these worldwide rankings are really quite an interesting one because you'll often find that on the UK rankings, right, we could have a university like UCL, it's ranked 9th. But when you transfer over to the worldwide rankings, it is ranked 8th. So there's actually a bit of a discrepancy with the rankings. That's why it's always interesting to look at. And just before we refresh on the UK's top 10 best universities, I just want to impart a tiny bit of knowledge that I've now realized since finishing uni 2-3 years ago. Time goes so quickly. I want you to realize that and just make the most of uni. And if you're ever feeling tired and you don't want to do something, trust me, just get out there and do it. You know, I had a friend in first year. I'm like, oh mate, I'm too tired to come out today. I'm too tired. I've been training, I've been gym. Oh no, come on. He's like, I know you want. I'm like, bro, he's like, come on. And next thing you know, it's 4 AM, I'm at Salvo's in York. But moral of the story is, now I look back and I go, I appreciate that because time goes so quick nowadays. Massive tangent, but I talk more about this life stuff and being in your 20s and whatnot on my update videos and podcasts, so check them out. But let's right now take a little refresher on what the university tables look like for the UK this year in 2023. These rankings are made up of like how many staff there is to students, satisfaction score, how hard they're to get into, the prospects of the graduates, and then we often make decisions based on this table. I went to York for 2 years, 1 year in Sydney, study abroad, and I remember looking like, right, York's got a lake, York's the highest one realistically with a lake that I'm going to get into on this table. Let me go here. The top 3 are University of Oxford, University of Cambridge, always expected them to at top, London School of Economics, 3rd, St Andrews 4th, and Imperial 5th. I'd say that these top 4 never ever change. 5th to 10th, we've got Durham, Loughborough, Bath, UCL, Warwick. Now you'll realize why I'm actually reading out 5 to 10, because some crazy stuff is gonna go down. Lancaster 11th, Edinburgh 12th. Then you got Southampton, Birmingham, Bristol, Leeds, Manchester 17th, Surrey 18th, Exeter 19th, York 20th. And now it is time to head over to the QS World University Rankings 2023, where supposedly, as they claim, these are the top global universities that you can get into. And it says that they're based on 8 key ranking metrics. And they say that it's not just the most famous institutions that make it to the top, it's also some new up and coming university talent, you know. What to expect from this? You kind of expect like Harvard, Yale, Stanford to be at the top. Maybe then the UK comes in with a few of its top dogs with Cambridge, Oxford and so on. At number 1, Massachusetts Institute of Technology with a score of 100 out of 100 and it's in Cambridge in the US. Number 2, the University of Cambridge, 98.8, 1.2% behind Massachusetts. Would you ever realistically notice a difference though? And here's the thing, right, I've been to Cambridge quite a few times now, once for business and once to interview the students there. Exactly what my life ordered. A lover and a friend. The campus is actually lovely, so that is why I think it's such an amazing uni. I think sometimes there's a perception that everyone's like mad nerdy there and mad this and that. It's not actually true. Like, I met some really cool people when I was interviewing them. They could have been from anywhere, is what I'm saying. The stereotypes of it. Both in Cambridge, kind of ironic. Coming in 3rd is Stanford University, and then at 4th, University of Oxford. That's quite a good push from the UK. Considering how small the UK is, we got 2 leading institutions there. Pretty impressive. And you know, they're both very closely tied behind Cambridge. Harvard, again, probably the best reputation in my opinion in the world. If you went there, you're chilling. 6th, California, Imperial. So Imperial, again, is one that's rose up the ranks massively in recent times. Taking a look at Imperial, we can see, and here's where some of the controversy comes in. The UK says it's the 5th best in the UK, but the world is 6th best in the world. Coming in at 8th, we've got UCL, University College London. Also been there in the centre of London. I mean, if you like the city life, you like the city unis, I can see why you'd really like that. 9th, Zurich, a top one from Switzerland there. And then 10th, Chicago. Now, UCL being ranked 8th in the entire world. Hey, it might be for all I know, but on the UK rankings, UCL is ranked 9th, which doesn't make too much sense. Now, the reason why this sort of thing happens is that maybe they're using slightly different metrics, but I think, you know, it's quite a smart business thing here because they could just all take the same data and all use the same metrics. Like, I've always wondered why there's not one unified metric. If I go on The Apprentice, then maybe that's what I'll do. Going to Zurich for uni will be very, very interesting. ETH. Now, the next ones we're looking at Singapore, Beijing. Peking University in Beijing is up to 12th. I've always wanted to go to China. Pennsylvania, Tsinghua University. Edinburgh at 15. I back Edinburgh. Scotland's lovely. the day trips you can have and the trips around the Highlands would be sick. So if you like outdoorsy stuff, going to Edinburgh, I feel like you'd have a great time. Mostly US, then UK, then 2 from China, 2 from Switzerland. It'll be interesting to see what other countries make it on to this list of best universities in the world. Singapore have got 2. Cornell University from The Office, Japan, Tokyo, Paris PSL at 26, Manchester at 28. Now I always find it funny because And at this point I'd like to say a huge thank you to CareerFitter for sponsoring today's video. Whether you're at A-levels, university, or just in general thinking about what career is right for you, CareerFitter can help you along this journey. They aim to help you find out what your work personality strengths are and then align those strengths that you have with jobs that are on offer to help you make the most informed decision about what is best for your career. Now you can take a free career test as I'm doing right now on the screen, and it contains a series of questions about what you are like as a person, what you are like in the workplace, and what you do in certain situations, for example something happened at work. After you answer these questions you can calculate your results. Now this is a free test and then they provide you with your work personality strengths, the optimal work environment, and they do their best to help guide you on figuring out potential careers for you. I can see my income potential with jobs that match my personality strengths, or if you're a premium member, then you can access a new feature on their brand new dashboard, which is an aptitude aversion assessment. Now this is the next stage on from your career test where you answer questions about how you would react in situations. Then you get a full detailed report about your work personality. And as you can see right there, I was taking a look at my work personality fingerprint. And then within this detailed report, I can see the list of all of the careers that might be suitable to me. I can see their average salary. I can see the education required to get into them. So a big thank you to CareerFitter for sponsoring today's video. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can go and take your own career test right now if you'd like to. Manchester at 28. Now I always find it funny because the QS rankings, even from back when I used to do them back in the day, they always love Manchester University. I don't know what metric they use that bumps Manchester up the rankings, but they really rate Manchester. And apparently people often tell me in the comments as well, these rankings are paid for. Australia coming with their first entry at 30th. Not too bad. I reckon they can push up higher. Australia's a big place. Everybody loves it. Man, everybody, you've probably got friends out there as well now, but obviously I went back in the day for a year. Everybody's moving out there now or traveling out there, and it's a fantastic lifestyle. I love it, but it's just slightly far away from my career. But I'd move there. Definitely consider a move there. I definitely would. Canada coming in at 31st there. Then we got a few more of Melbourne, a few more from China, UK. But I do wonder actually, where is Sydney? And it's right there, 41st for University of Sydney. Oh, Sydney was such an amazing uni. I mean, they charged a lot for bottles of water on campus. I remember being outraged by that, but the facilities were sick, the grounds are sick. The other university I went to was York University. So let's take a look at where York University is. 162nd, which is, you know, I mean, it could be worse. It's all right, I'll take it. Apparently it's half as good in some ways as Cambridge and Massachusetts, which is, I doubt that, but obviously that's just their metrics and their ranking score. But you know what, my housemate, Jacob, he went to University of Leicester. Let's see where Leicester is. And let's go get him to guess. 279. De Montfort 801 to 1000. Leicester's actually had a pretty decent come up, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go chat to him. Get a few practice shots in. Safe to say it's not Team Leicester for basketball, mate. Yeah. Yo, Jacob, if you had to guess what ranking University of Leicester was in the entire world, what would you say?
The entire world?
Yeah, what ranking is Leicester in the entire world, bro?
I bet it's like mid-70s in the UK. So I'm gonna go 308 in the entire world.
308? That's not bad, you know? 271. 271.
Oh,
yeah.
No expectations.
Did it feel like a 271 uni in the world?
You know what? It's hard to judge. It's hard to judge these things, but it's definitely not a bad uni. No,
yeah, I back it. I back it.
It's mid-tier.
Do us a favour, man. Hold this. Just gotta show the viewers how it's done, mate. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Oh!
Actually, first time.
Oh shit! Oh, cut it out.
And I remember my friend Nick was telling me there's a £5 gym in Leicester. Leicester's a cheap place. If you're gonna go uni there, cheap rent, cheap food, amen. In hindsight, going to the University of Exeter is something that I definitely consider because I love the beaches, I love the vibe of the place. 5 stars on QS, 163rd, right below York actually. So my 2 universities that I would have gone to with hindsight, York and Exeter, are right next to each other, both cracking unis. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Got plenty of great content coming out soon. Check out my old university journey if you're going to uni, and if you're not, if you're finished, leave a like, subscribe down below, notifications on, and join my journey through life. Thank you, take care, see you soon.